My name is Shamil and I'm a senior internet marketing consultant with Nova Solutions. And today I want to talk about PPC tips for beginners. Pay-per-click has been around for years. It's very valuable in order to gain new leads to your website. There are professional management companies that manage your paid search. However, a lot of people prefer to do it themselves. And these are just a few quick tips in order to help you out. So number one is the basics. A lot of times people open an AdWords account and try experiment and play around with it right away. I would highly suggest you read some sort of a basic startup guide. There's tons available online. There is a Just for Dummies series if you want to kind of take a look at that. There's a lot of in-depth videos which would take you 10, 15, maybe half an hour at most, but they'll kind of explain to you what Google AdWords is, what is keyword research, right? Some basic tips on what to do, what not to do, talk about exposure and so on. So fundamentally, I know it's very basic, but read some sort of a literature and read some sort of a startup guide rather than trying to figure it out as you go along. You're gonna save yourself some time and some money. Number two, I mentioned this before, keyword research. You need to be fully aware, and there's a number of tools that can help you out, like a keyword planner. You could look at your competitors and what they advertise for, and what keywords are mentioned on their website to give you ideas of what people could potentially search for. It's a good idea to try to abstragate yourself. You are in the industry, so you don't think about looking, for your own services the way everybody else is, right? Because you're again in the industry and you know the in-depth terminology, or you'd call something differently than somebody else would. So doing your keyword research and figuring out all the varieties of possible search terms that people could look up your website or your service for is very helpful. Also, I want to say, yes, you've done this keyword research, you've generated a ton of keywords. It is not necessary to run them all. Some keywords are more expensive than others and do not lead to conversion. The really good way of, or the only correct way of knowing that is to try to run a pay-per-click campaign for a particular keyword and see if you're getting any leads or they're just empty inquiries. But using common sense also helps. If, for example, a lot of a particular key phrase just leads to questions and inquiries, and the sale from that service is not something that you ideally want to do because the profit margins are low. Common sense is not to necessarily spend a lot of AdWords money and advertise for that keyword as a whole. Another thing is pausing your campaign. It's, you don't necessarily have to run all your keywords, and you should use time, whether it's seasons, time of day, or time of the week, to run certain campaigns. Great example is tutoring, right? There are certain seasons. There's summer tutoring in the summer. September, October are vital for majority of the subject tutoring keywords, right? So basically based on the seasons and the industry, you could turn certain campaigns on, pause certain other keywords. And lastly, what I wanted to talk about is being able to display and kind of engaging, not forgetting to engage the mobile searches, right? Don't forget, depending on the industry, but in today's world, anywhere from 15 to 30, 40, sometimes even more % of your traffic comes from handheld devices, right? Which are looking a different way, and it's a separate campaign on Google. So you want to make sure to remember to utilize that and to write your ads accordingly. One last thing I remembered is when you write your text ads for how your ad is going to display on pay-per-click, you want to offer some sort of an incentive, right? You want to give people a reason when they look at your ad to give you a call. So whether it's a promotion, whether it's a reputation thing where you offer a particular price for a particular product, right? You want to make sure that you're giving people a reason to click on your ad and eventually call you and contact you. Once again, my name is Shamil, and thank you for tuning in to the Nova Solutions video blog. Feel free to ask us any questions if you have any, and don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Until next time.